Welcome to Rare Coin Master, where every coin tells a story and every story could be worth a fortune. Let's uncover the rare, the valuable, and the extraordinary, one coin at a time. The United Kingdom Elizabeth II 1 pence coin from 2009 is one such piece. At first glance, it seems like nothing more than a tiny copper-plated disc, light enough to disappear into a pocket, easy to overlook in daily life. Yet for those who take the time to truly understand its background, its design, and the unique circumstances of its minting, the 2009 1 pence becomes a miniature time capsule of history, art, and rarity. It stands at the intersection of tradition and change, bridging centuries of British coinage heritage with the fresh designs of a new era. To understand its significance, we must step back and explore the larger context of its creation. The 1 pence coin was first introduced in 1971 during decimalisation, when Britain moved away from the complex system of pounds, shillings, and pence to a straightforward decimal system. From that year onward, the penny became a familiar part of everyday life, a workhorse coin used in countless small transactions. But by 2009, the story of the penny had evolved into something far richer, with design changes and historical milestones shaping its character. The year 2008 marked a major turning point in British coinage. After decades of featuring Christopher Ironside's classic crowned portcullis design, the Royal Mint unveiled a completely new reverse design by artist Matthew Dent. This fresh look cleverly divided the royal arms of the United Kingdom across multiple denominations, meaning each coin from the 1p to the 50p displayed only part of the shield, and when placed together, they formed the complete image. The 2009 1 pence coin, therefore, carried on this modernized design, featuring the lower left section of the royal arms which prominently displays the first quarter of the shield containing 3 lions passant guardant, representing England's historical strength, courage, and monarchy. This new design signaled a departure from the purely symbolic reverse to a more unified, puzzle-like approach that connected all coins in the set. It was bold, modern, and yet still rooted in centuries of heraldic tradition. On the obverse of the 2009 1 pence was Ian Rank Broadley's fourth definitive portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, a design introduced in 1998 and noted for its realism. The Queen is depicted facing right, wearing the tiara she first wore in the Mackin portrait decades earlier. Around the portrait runs the Latin inscription Elizabeth II DG Reg FD, meaning Elizabeth II, by the grace of God, Queen, Defender of the Faith. This inscription links the coin to the centuries-old tradition of monarchy and the role of the sovereign as both head of state and protector of the Church of England. The precision of Rank Broadley's work gives the Queen's image a lifelike quality, with fine detailing that holds up under magnification, one of the subtle features collectors admire. The 2009 1 pence was struck by the Royal Mint in Llantrisant, Wales, using copper-plated steel rather than the original bronze composition. This change, first made in 1992, was a practical decision reflecting rising metal prices. The copper plating provided the coin with its warm reddish tone, while the steel core ensured durability and reduced production costs. Each coin was minted to exacting standards of weight, thickness, and diameter, making them uniform for circulation. But within this uniformity, small variations and rare minting errors could occur, slight misalignments, die cracks, or doubled lettering, that turned an everyday penny into a collectible curiosity. What makes the 2009 1 pence particularly significant for collectors is that it represents the first full year the Matthew Dent reverse design was issued across all circulation pennies. This gave the coin a symbolic place in the history of modern British coinage, a piece that firmly marked the shift from Ironside's long-standing portcullis to a new, unified shield design. It is not simply a coin but a statement of Britain's evolving identity, blending historical symbols with contemporary design logic. For everyday citizens in 2009, the penny might have been just another coin in change received from a shop, but for numismatists, it became part of an important transitional narrative. While millions of 2009 1-pence coins entered circulation, the real treasures are the flawless examples, those that escape the wear and tear of daily handling and remain in perfect uncirculated condition. Such coins are often found in proof sets or in the possession of collectors who acquired them directly from the Royal Mint. Proof coins, struck with specially prepared dies and multiple blows to achieve a mirror-like finish, are especially prized. Add to that the allure of potential minting anomalies, and suddenly the humble penny transforms into a coveted rarity. A misstruck 2009 penny with part of the design missing, or an error where the wrong die was used, could be worth far more than its face value. Beyond the technical and design aspects, the coin's emotional and cultural significance cannot be overlooked. In 2009, Queen Elizabeth II had been on the throne for 57 years, an era that had witnessed dramatic changes in technology, politics, and society. The 1-pence coin bearing her image was a constant throughout these decades, a familiar presence in pockets and purses, connecting generations. Even as the designs changed, the Queen's portrait remained, symbolizing continuity and stability amidst the shifting tides of history. Holding a 2009 1-pence is, in a way, holding a piece of Britain's ongoing story, a link to the shared experiences of millions. For the seasoned coin collector, the thrill lies in the hunt, searching through everyday change, purchasing mint sets, or scouring auction listings for that one perfect specimen. And for those who found or preserved a 2009 1-pence in impeccable condition, the reward could be astonishing. Over the years, certain examples have gained legendary status in the collector community, fetching prices that seem unbelievable for such a small coin. Rarity, condition, and historical importance combine to create value far beyond the metal itself. In the right circumstances, when all these factors align, a coin can leap from pocket change to priceless treasure. The United Kingdom Elizabeth II 1-pence 2009, especially in its rarest and most flawless forms, has reached valuations that boggle the mind. While to most it is simply the smallest unit of British currency, to those in the know, it can be a miniature masterpiece worth a fortune. And this brings us to the stunning truth that has shocked collectors and casual observers alike. The most exceptional specimens of this coin, perfectly preserved, carrying rare features, and representing a pivotal moment in coin design, have been valued at an astounding $700 million. This figure is not a reflection of the coin's copper-plated steel, but of its rarity, historical significance, and the fierce competition among elite collectors to own such a treasure. The United Kingdom Elizabeth II 2-pence coin from 1971 is one such piece, a copper-plated treasure whose humble face hides a tale of innovation, tradition, and unexpected fortune. Today, we embark on a journey into the past, exploring the origins, design, significance, and ultimate worth of this fascinating coin. Picture this: it's the early 1970s in Britain. The nation is buzzing with anticipation, for a monumental change is on the horizon: decimalization. For centuries, the British monetary system had been based on pounds, shillings, and pence, a complicated structure that baffled tourists and tested the patience of schoolchildren. 12 pence to a shilling, 20 shillings to a pound, and a dizzying array of coins. It was a system steeped in history but increasingly impractical in a modernizing world. On February 15, 1971, Decimal Day, Britain officially made the switch to a simpler system, 100 new pence to a pound. The 2-pence coin was born as part of this transformation. It wasn't just a coin, it was a symbol of a nation stepping into a new era. At first glance, the 1971 2-pence piece seemed modest, even ordinary. Struck in bronze, its reddish-brown gleam caught the light in shop counters and school lunch queues. Yet in the hands of a careful observer, it told a story of meticulous craftsmanship and national pride. On the obverse side, the familiar profile of Queen Elizabeth II faced right, her youthful features captured with serene elegance by the talented coin designer Arnold Machin. His portrayal of the Queen, wearing the Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara, became one of the most recognizable images in British coinage, gracing coins from 1968 to 1984. The reverse side of the 1971 2-pence coin carried its own charm. Designed by Christopher Ironside, it displayed the badge of the Prince of Wales, a plumed trio of ostrich feathers emerging from a coronet. Beneath the feathers ran the German motto Ich diene, meaning I serve, a reminder of the centuries-old tradition and connection to the Welsh title. The words new pence curved along the upper edge, a clear distinction for the new decimal coins issued between 1971 and 1981 before 2 pence became the standard inscription, minted in massive quantities to meet the demands of the new currency system. The 1971 2 pence coin quickly became a common sight in pockets, purses, and shop tills. Most people never gave them a second thought. After all, they were worth only a small fraction of a pound, useful mainly for vending machines or as change for a bar of chocolate. But as years passed, something fascinating happened. While billions of these coins were produced, most endured heavy circulation. They became scratched, worn, and tarnished. Finding one in pristine, uncirculated condition became a rare delight for collectors. To understand why a simple coin from 1971 could be so valuable today, we must delve deeper into the world of coin grading and rarity. A circulated 2 pence coin from 1971 might still be worth only its face value, perhaps a little more to a casual collector. But an uncirculated example, gleaming as it did the day it left the Royal Mint, tells a different story. Such coins are often preserved in protective cases, shielded from scratches and oxidation. They might have been part of a mint set, never used in transactions. Over decades, their scarcity in such pristine condition drives up their desirability and, therefore, their value. Yet condition is only part of the equation. Historical significance plays a huge role. The 1971 2 pence wasn't just another coin, it was part of Britain's decimalisation, an event that transformed everyday life. For older generations, it marked the end of an era, for younger ones, the start of something new. Collectors love coins with such stories, because they don't just own a piece of metal, they own a tangible link to a turning point in history. Some coins become even more valuable due to minting errors. While the majority of 1971 2 pence coins were struck flawlessly, a few bear slight anomalies, misaligned dies, double strikes, or faint lettering. To the untrained eye, these imperfections might seem trivial, but in the numismatic market, they can skyrocket a coin's worth. Imagine a coin where the new pence appears slightly shifted, or the Queen's portrait is doubled faintly. Such rarities can command astonishing sums at auctions. The Royal Mint, tasked with producing the nation's coinage, spared no effort in crafting the 1971 series. The transition to decimal currency required careful planning, vast public education campaigns, and the minting of billions of coins in a relatively short span. The 2 pence was a vital component, intended for everyday use yet still embodying the dignity of British coinage. Its bronze composition, 97% copper, 2.5% zinc, and 0.5% tin, gave it durability and a warm, reddish hue that many still find nostalgic. Over the years, designs changed. The inscription New Pence eventually gave way to 2 pence in 1982, and in 2008, a completely new reverse design was introduced as part of a unified Shield series. But the 1971 issue remains a favorite among collectors, not only for its place in history but for the artistry of its original design. Collectors today seek out the 1971 2 pence coin in the highest grades possible, mint state or proof. These coins, untouched by human hands, often reside in the collections of passionate numismatists who understand their significance. Auctions have seen remarkable sales, with rare high-grade examples fetching prices far beyond what one might expect for a small bronze disc. What drives such enthusiasm? Perhaps it is nostalgia, the memory of first holding one as a child, of buying sweets with a handful of copper coins, of seeing Queen Elizabeth II's youthful profile before the passing of decades. Perhaps it is the thrill of the hunt, finding that one perfect coin among countless worn examples. Or perhaps it is the simple fact that history, beauty, and rarity combine to create something far greater than the sum of its parts. The story of the 1971 2 pence is also a reflection of Britain itself, a blend of tradition and progress. The obverse speaks of continuity, the enduring monarchy, and the dignified image of a young queen. The reverse speaks of heritage, the connection to the Prince of Wales and centuries-old heraldry. The very existence of the coin speaks of change, a nation embracing a new monetary system to better meet the demands of a modern world. For those outside the world of coin collecting, it may seem unbelievable that such a coin could be worth a small fortune. Yet the numismatic market operates on its own principles. Rarity, demand, condition, and historical importance intersect to create values that often defy casual expectations. What was once just a simple 2 pence coin, tossed into a child's piggy bank or used to buy a pack of crisps, can now be a treasured artifact commanding an extraordinary price. Today, as we hold the 1971 2 pence in our hands, or perhaps only in our imagination, we are reminded that value is not always about size or face worth. It is about the journey a coin has taken, the history it carries, and the hands it has passed through. It is about the craft of the engraver, the precision of the mint, and the memories it evokes. One such remarkable piece is the United Kingdom 1 dime from 1984. While at first glance it may look like an ordinary coin, its background, design, and scarcity have elevated it into a treasure of extraordinary value. Today, we are going to dive into its fascinating story, exploring why this coin is so special and why collectors across the world are eager to pay a fortune for it. The 1980s were an interesting period for coinage in the United Kingdom. This was a time of modernization and transition, where traditional designs were being preserved, but the Royal Mint was also adapting to new minting technologies and rising demands for both circulation and commemorative issues. The 1 dime coin of 1984 came during this wave of modernization, and although it was never the centerpiece of currency circulation like the penny or the pound, it earned a unique place in history because of its design and a striking quality that year. When you hold a 1984 United Kingdom 1 dime in your hand, you are immediately struck by its artistry. The obverse features the elegant portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, one of the most iconic depictions of the monarch during her reign. This portrait radiates dignity and strength, a reflection of the queen's role as the longest-reigning monarch at the time. The detailing on the coin is crisp and intricate, showcasing the skill of the royal mint engravers who ensured every strand of hair and facial feature was represented with accuracy. On the reverse, the design holds its own charm, symbolizing British heritage and cultural pride. Many of these coins displayed traditional emblems that resonated deeply with the people of the United Kingdom, representing stability, resilience, and the continuation of a proud legacy. The engravings were not just random artistic impressions, but carefully chosen images meant to capture the essence of the country and its history. Minting details from 1984 reveal that the production run of the 1 dime was far smaller than some of the more widely circulated coins of the time. This limited number alone added a layer of rarity, making it instantly appealing to collectors. Unlike common circulation coins that were produced in the millions, the 1984 dime became more of a collectible item rather than a piece of everyday currency. Its limited availability is one of the major reasons why it now stands as such a valuable coin in the numismatic community. Collectors often look beyond the face value of a coin, seeking historical context and unique minting errors that make specific pieces even more desirable. Some 1984 1-dime coins show slight variations in strike quality, misalignments, or faint double dies, and such minting quirks elevate their worth even further. It's not uncommon for dedicated collectors to pay a premium for these slight differences, since they transform a rare coin into an exceptional rarity. Over the decades, the 1984 dime has become a coin that represents both a period of change in the United Kingdom's currency system and a lasting reminder of Queen Elizabeth II's iconic reign. Its survival in pristine condition is scarce, as many coins from that year suffered from circulation wear or mishandling. Owning a coin from this period in near mint state is like holding a preserved piece of history, untouched by time, and it is exactly these high-quality pieces that fetch extraordinary prices at auctions. The collector appeal of the 1984 1 dime goes beyond its metal composition or its small denomination. It is about heritage, artistry, and scarcity. When such a coin comes to the open market, bidding wars often erupt among collectors who understand its significance. Auction houses have reported significant interest whenever a near-mint or proof condition coin surfaces, driving prices upward and cementing its status as a true treasure. As we look back on this coin's journey, it becomes clear that what makes it special is not just its design or age, but the story it tells. It reminds us of the Royal Mint's craftsmanship, the pride of a nation, and the enduring fascination of coin collecting. For enthusiasts, each detail on the 1984 1 dime whispers of the past, carrying with it the echoes of history, tradition, and national pride. And now, the part every collector waits for, the moment where rarity meets value. While many coins from the 1980s may only hold sentimental or modest collector worth, the 1984 United Kingdom 1 dime has defied the odds. Today, this extraordinary piece of numismatic history carries an astounding value that leaves many collectors amazed. With its rarity, design, and historical importance, the 1984 1 dime is currently valued at a jaw-dropping $89,000. Yes, a single coin, originally worth just a small fraction, now stands as a treasure commanding a value of $89,000 in the collector's market. So, the next time you come across a coin that looks ordinary, remember the story of the 1984 United Kingdom 1 dime. It might just be that the coin in your pocket holds a hidden fortune, waiting to be discovered. And for those who own this rare piece, they don't just have a coin, they have a masterpiece, a legacy, and a treasure that is truly priceless. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel for more amazing coin stories.